These are God's chosen people. These are the only people of the Heavenly Father. Okay?
So all praises to YAHAWASHI, double honours to our elders and the apostles in New York, and salutations to the ACHYAM that are pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Well, carry on.
Okay. But as I was saying, according to the Bible, when dealing with Jesus, who the word called Jesus Christ, which we call him YAHAWASHI, basically the salvation only went to these people on the side. You know what I mean? It's just that you have many Christian pastors, they have the Bible, but they don't have the understanding of it. And they just made it a unified doctrine. Okay, like your modern day Christianity. They believe that no matter what race you are, whatever, as long as you believe in Jesus Christ, you will be saved. What have you, but that's not the real. In order for you to be saved or to come back to the Lord, you have to be a Israelite, so to speak. And that's what the Bible is all about. You're not from Israel, you have to come from the seed line. Well, I don't like the term Jewish, because we are the Jews, because when you say Jewish, you're saying like let's say for example, you're wearing a coat that's brownish. It's not necessarily brown, but it's brownish, So that's why I don't like the term Jewish. But we're the real Jews though, we're the real Jews. But those people over there in the land that call themselves Jewish, they're not the real Jews. That's why they say that, they use that term, because they know they're not the real people. But what I was saying was, going back to the point, your father has to come from the seed line of these people. Now it doesn't matter what you look like. It's basically you can have basically white, you can be a so-called white person. Your line goes back to these people on the side. So it's not a matter of what colors you are. But it's if you come out of the chosen race. That's what this whole thing's about. The salvation only went to these people. Let me show you something. I'm doing a lot of talking.
Your cow. Get your Bible.
I'm doing a lot of talking.
Ask your cow. No, sorry about it. Ask your cow. Ask your cow.
Okay, yeah. Get me the bubble control. That's what I think it's 14. I think it's one. Yeah, we're gonna show you. Just real quick.
Chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Okay, no, just three.
More than one. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Yeah, so when you read Deuteronomy chapter, those are the words that Moses spoke unto Israel. So now we're going to go 7 to 6. We're going to go real quick so they can go.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6.
Yeah.
Thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy God.
So that's what Moses told Israel, the Spirit of the Most High. He said that these are holy people unto the Lord. Go ahead.
The Lord thy God have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So that's what the Lord chose us to do. The Lord chose us to be priests and to be kings and to be special above all people of the face of the earth. So there's no equality in that. So now we're going to read one more scripture. You can go. Deuteronomy 14 and 1.
Come on, listen. Deuteronomy chapter 14, verse 1.
Yeah, this is the last scripture.
Ye are the children of the Lord your God.
Yeah.
Ye shall not cut yourselves.
Matter of fact, go to 2.
For thou art unholy people unto the Lord thy God.
Yeah.
The Lord hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself, above all nations that are upon the face, that are upon the earth.
So he said it twice in Deuteronomy 7, and he said it in Deuteronomy 14. What is it, 2? So that's what he said. He said that these are people that are chosen above the Lord, above all nations. Excuse me. So that's it on that. That's pretty much on that. So, as what we was doing, we was reading the Bible. We wasn't just saying that we're the chosen people, just be saying that. We're actually pulling out the Bible to validate our point. That's just the thing. Yeah, you can go. All right. But yeah, before we go
Ask if they got any questions. Ask if they got any questions.
Yeah, you got any questions? Okay. Yeah, before we further go into the gospel, I would like to give all praises and glory to YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the head apostles, okay, that rule well in his truth. And much salutations and much brotherly love to all the brothers that's pushing his word throughout the four winds of the earth. You know? So we're going to get started. Matter of fact, I'm going to just read this thing that I have. I want to get started. This is the tribe of Judah, the so-called Negroes, and the Negroes around the world. The tribe of Benjamin is the so-called West Indians. The tribe of Levi is the so-called Haitians. The tribe of Simeon is the so-called Dominicans and Zebulun, Salakia. And the tribe of Zebulun is the so-called Panamanians and Guatemalans. The tribe of Ephraim is the so-called Puerto Ricans. The tribe of Manasseh is the so-called Cubans. The tribe of Reuben is the so-called Seminole Indians. And the tribe of Gad is the so-called North American Indians. And the tribe of Asher is the so-called Brazilian, Colombians, and Uruguayans. And the tribe of Naphtali is the so-called Argentinians and Chileans. And the tribe of Issachar is the so-called Mexicans. So these are the true Jews of the Bible, the true house of Israel. Okay.
How did it switch to the Jews that we have today?
Oh, the people over there. Well, really, what happened is those people over there that call themselves Jews.
Get the picture of the Jews out there.
Yeah, please, Baba Kushan. Yeah. So what happened was this. Now let's go back to the time of the 8th century AD. We can even take it back to 740 AD, right? Now what happened was this. There was a king called Kagan Bullen in the land of Khazaria, which they were known as Khazarians at the time. This is in Eastern Europe, around that region. And what happened was this. Just to make it short. So Kagan Bullen, he went shopping for a religion, and because at the time, basically you had the Muslims fighting against the Christians at the time. So Kagan Bullen was like, you know what? I don't want to have my people become Muslims because they're gonna have to go against the Christians. And he didn't want to have them to be Christians either because they have to fight against the Muslims too. So what he did was he basically came to a conclusion. He was like, you know what? I'm gonna have these people. Okay, I'm gonna have these people be likened unto as the Jews. We're gonna go by the doctrine of the Jews, so to speak. So in other words, basically, Kagan Bullen, he took some of our stuff and applied it to his people. Studied our sort of religion. That's the best way I can say it. And then they took hold of our culture. You know what I mean? But does that make them Jews because they converted to us being Jews? No. Because basically what they did was they converted to our ways. That's the only thing about it. Because you can't convert to be, it's like me saying, I want to be Chinese. I can't convert to be Chinese. So in other words, that's what they did. They just took.
So when they had their doctrine, did they change the doctrine as well?
Yeah, they changed it. Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Because these so-called Jews, these people here, they don't believe in the New Testament. And basically, like when you study these people, in terms of what type of book they go by the Talmud. They don't even actually go by the scriptures. What's that?
They go by is there book called the Old Testament? Isn't that Torah?
Yeah, the Old Testament is the Torah is an Old Testament. Yeah, Torah.
Yeah, but what he's saying is that they don't go by that. They got their own separate book called the Talmud.
Talmud, oh.
Yeah, and the Kabbalah. They go by two different doctrine. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, that's what they go by. These people here, now, that's still the doctrine they believe in. Now, the Talmud, like the brother just said, is a separate book without the Bible. See, so what they did was they took our culture and then later on they put their own little twist to it. Okay, because you're not supposed to do that. You're gonna go by the truth. You're supposed to apply the truth like this. But that's what they didn't do. But because they're devils, they went around and changed the doctrine around. Because it's like the same.
I missed the reason why this king guy had to create another religion.
Yeah.
So bring that one down again.
Okay, well, let me specify.
There was Christians and there was Muslims.
Yeah. Around the time of that time period, what happened was you had the wars between the Jews and not the Jews, Christians and the Muslims. So he didn't want to have Kagan Bullen. He didn't want to have his people these two religions, because if they did, they would have to coincide with that war they had. So he didn't want the war. He didn't want to go with the war. So his whole thing was, look, okay, you know what we're going to do? We're going to establish our people, or the people that was living at that land, to be known as the Jews, so to speak.
So they all get on.
So they basically, you know, and basically it would look better on their behalf, because if they're the Jews, then guess what, the whole world will look up to them as being the people of the Lord. You know what I mean? So it makes a lot of sense that they would choose that. But basically, what was I gonna say now? Yeah, so now dealing with the Talmud. Now there's a couple of passages in the Talmud that they believe in having sex with an infant, basically. That's what these motherfuckers believe in. Excuse my language. They believe in that crap.
Or now.
What's that?
Or now. Yeah. I heard some next thing about them. They make love to their wife. They put a sheet over them or something like that. When they make love to their wife, they put a sheet over.
Now I don't know about that.
I've heard about that.
Heard about that one?
Yeah.
But that's some strange.
They put a sheet between them or something. They put a sheet between them or some madness like that.
Wow, man. I didn't know that. But you know, that's what these people believe in. They believe in that. They believe in perversion. That's just what they really are. You got a scripture on that? Okay.
Revelation chapter 2 verse 9.
Yeah, beautiful.
I know thy works and tribulation and poverty.
God said in the Bible, he said,
I know thy works and tribulation and poverty.
Yeah, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty. So this is talking about the real Jews. So these people were actually the Jews. They would fit the curses in Deuteronomy 28. See, but accordingly, as it stands right now, you know, in this physical reality we live in, these people, they own every damn thing. They own all of the companies. They own the diamond district.
Yeah, the richest people on the planet.
What's that? Yeah, they're the most richest people on the planet. Very powerful people. So they're not going through no tribulation. They're not in poverty.
But thou art rich.
But thou art rich. Go ahead.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
There you go.
And are not. But are the synagogue of Satan.
Are the synagogue of Satan. And these people, and this is why these mother effers, they don't know that they don't want to deal with the New Testament. Because the New Testament cuts them to the heart. Or the New Testament reveals that they're not the people, as you just read. You know, but there's a point where it says, "But thou art rich." Go ahead.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
Yeah.
I know the blasphemy of them.
That's on that. So it says, it says, that thou.
Wait.
Yeah.
But didn't they went through some shit though?
No, but basically, what I'm saying is this. Now, these people here. Now, at the time, I'm gonna be honest, right? At the time, now these people, at the time, right now, these people, they was in like what was it, the mountains and stuff like that, and they what is it? They were so filthy.
Yeah.
Basically, these people, they were so filthy that their underwear is disintegrated off them because they didn't believe in bathing. So these can't be the people of the Lord. The people of the Lord are clean people. The people of the Lord kept customs. They kept the law, statutes, and commandments.
Are we saying these are the same people, like, see, like in the Bible when Moses went up on the rock, and they left the people there and they started worshipping idols?
Right, no, that's talking about us. That's talking about us.
That's what we did.
Yeah, that's what we did.
It's like, let me say this, like, you know when he was talking about Kagan Bullen, he used the so-called Jewish religion to clean up his people. Like the brother said, they were filthy. So he looked at the Bible itself and said, this actual so-called religion could clean up my people.
There you go.
Right? So that's why he picked that instead of Christianity or Islam. Yeah?
Was it his idea to change the doctrine, or was it the people?
Well, the Bible itself ain't been changed.
No, but when they took their Torah, they took it and they used their own book, so they changed it to themselves.
Well, basically they hold the Bible, but they speak the Talmud. So they're fallen people, actually, that they are the people of God.
Whose idea was that though? Was it the kings, or was that the...
It's Kagan Bullen, basically.
Oh, same guy.
Yeah, same guy.
Yeah, so that's what happened. I mean, and like the brother was saying, they didn't change the Bible up. They just basically equated their belief system. Like they used a part of the Bible stuff to establish their belief system, but they equated it with something different, the Talmud. And that's just the same thing with Islam. The Muslims did the same thing back in the 6th century AD. But that's a whole other story though. But yeah, basically, man, like I said before, now when you deal with these people right here, right? Now we're going back to the history. These are known as the Amalekites, and that was one of the sons of Esau, Edom. Now, before I go further into this, now the people of Esau, Edom, because we don't just know we don't just only know who we are, but we also know the other nations too. Okay, we know who the so-called white man is. We know who the East Indians are. Okay, we got that covered. Now the so-called Europeans, they come out of a man. I can't explain myself on the side. Basically, Esau, the so-called white people.
The Esau right there.
Like I said, they came out of Esau.
Look. Esau was a person.
What you gonna say?
Esau a person.
No, Esau, he's a person.
There's actually Esau and Jacob sign in there.
Yeah, get that. Yeah, he's a person, but he's the progenitor of the so-called white race. That's who Esau is.
No, leave that one. That's just the red one, man.
Yeah,
you want to get the Esau one? Get the Esau and Jacob.
We'll
there it is, there.
I always learned it was Cain or something like that.
Yeah, read that part.
And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife.
Yeah.
Because she was barren.
Yeah, he entreated the Lord for his wife, which means what is it?
Barren.
Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife.
Yeah, so it says Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife. He entreated for a prophet. Because basically the prophets, they came from the Lord. And
Get that scripture. I'm going to change that. I'm not speaking loud enough.
Go ahead.
Because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived.
Yeah.
And the children struggled together within her.
Yeah, so the children struggled together within her because there was two, babies that was going to produce their own nation. Okay, Esau's going to produce his nation, and Jacob was going to produce his nation, but they would fight in the womb. So even from the beginning, when he was about to be born, they never got along. And this is why, if you notice something, white people and black people, they kind of got like a friction going on with each other. That's because it goes all the way back to this. Because we wasn't set up to get along, basically. You see, we was set up because basically.
So the Cain story where they say that Cain, the evil brother, lost his colour and emigrated to Europe is not true.
We'll say that again.
The story there's another story that says about the Europeans came from the bloodline of Cain.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. But see, that's kind of spiritual too. It's spiritual. I'm going to show you how it's spiritual because see, like when you go read Genesis 4, it tells you about the story of Cain and Abel. Now, Abel was the brother of Cain, and Cain he didn't bring forth the right offering. What the Lord asked him to bring.
Get it.
So what happened was, as a matter of fact, get it. You stick to that.
Yes.
And we're gonna get the story. You see. You can start from 3, yeah.
So it's Genesis chapter 4 verse 3. And in the process of time it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto the Lord.
Yeah.
And Abel, he also brought of the firstlings of his flock and of the fat thereof.
Yeah.
The Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering.
Yeah.
Unto Cain and to his offering he had no respect.
Actually, read it a little bit slower.
And Abel, he also brought of the firstlings of his flock and of the fat thereof.
Yeah. That's what the Lord asked him to bring. Go ahead.
The Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering.
Right.
But unto Cain and to his offering, he had no respect.
He had no respect because he didn't bring the right offering that the Lord asked him for. So it's going to go into it. Go ahead.
And Cain was very wroth.
Yeah, it means angry. Yeah.
And his countenance fell. And the Lord said unto Cain, why art thou wroth? And why is thy countenance fallen?
Yeah, so I mean, and this is the thing about it, and this is how you know that Cain, this is how you know that Cain was the evil one, because Cain, he was told by the Lord to look, to bring forth the proper offering. So he got mad at the Lord because basically the Lord didn't respect his offering, but the Lord told you what offering to bring forth. You know what I mean? So he was acting devilish even since back then. Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto Cain, why art thou wroth? And why is thy countenance fallen?
Yeah.
If thou doest well, thou shalt not be accepted.
Right.
And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door.
Right.
And unto these, it's like, and unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him.
Right.
And Cain talked to
to 8, yeah.
And Cain talked with Abel his brother. And it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel his brother and slew him.
And that's why, if you notice something, as you read that, I think it's in verse 9, it says that Cain had a mark on him. Now that mark was leprosy. In other words, because even the so-called white man at one point, he actually had pigmentation, he actually had color at one point. But the Lord took that away from him. Why? Because he was the first murderer on earth. So that whiteness that came on Cain, that was the signification that he committed great sin. So he committed a major sin. Go ahead. And if you read Genesis 25, Esau came out the same way. Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper?
Right.
And he said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground.
You see, go ahead.
And now art thou cursed from the earth.
Now that art cursed from the earth, go ahead.
And shalt open her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand.
Right. Because he killed his brother. He slew his brother.
I wait to hear the part where he says he lost his colour.
Oh, okay.
When thou tillest the ground,
no, keep reading. Yeah.
When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shall thou be in the earth.
Yeah, a fugitive and a vagabond shall thou be in the earth. And Esau's like that to this very day. Especially these higher up elite. They like that. Like basically, their whole thing is they don't want to be found out because people are waking up to the, like the Illuminati, how evil and wicked they are. And this is why they don't really deal around the people because they know certain people are out to get them. Even when you deal with these elites and you understand their mindset, right? Like I get the sense that they're very paranoid because they know that the evil that they've done, people are kind of aware of it, and they kind of shit themselves over that. So this is why they dibble and dabble and they're unstable because they're scared. Go ahead. So he's running to and fro because that's what a vagabond does. A vagabond runs to and fro. Go ahead. What is it? A nomad, yeah.
And Cain said unto the Lord, my punishment is greater than I can bear.
Yeah.
Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid. And I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me.
Yeah.
The Lord said unto him, therefore whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold.
Right. Well, in Genesis 4, it doesn't really describe that he turned white. It doesn't describe it. But it has the mark. But he had the mark on it because he said, whosoever shall find me, basically they're gonna kill me basically because he had that mark on it. He had that mark. So we're gonna show you.
So we say because everybody was brown at that time. So if they saw this oddball with this complexion gone from the pigment gone from him, they'd want to slay him and say, just get rid of him. That's why they said it, yeah?
That's why they cut out to Europe. That's why they cut out to Europe.
For example, that's like, in South
you have to cut out all the chick though.
when they've been killing off all the albinos. In South Africa, when they've been killing off all the albinos. Like in the Hamitic tribes, when they got albinos like that, they automatically call it a demon, which it is. You see what I'm saying? Like even the Egyptians, they used to call them, was it typhus? Or something like that, typhoon, something like that. And Seth was another name, which means demon. See what I'm saying?
I think that's it on that.
So when
guys, that was very educational. Thank you very much. Yeah?
Okay, well, you know what though, I got one more chapter.
Okay, alright, cool.
So we'll do the mark, yeah? Yeah, okay.
And the Lord set a mark upon Cain.
See, there you go. The Lord set a mark upon Cain, go ahead.
Lest any finding him should kill him.
Lest any find him shall kill him. It's like the brother just said. I mean, at the time, everybody had pigmentation. So they're going to say, who's this guy here? You know what I mean? So he looks kind of us. So, it's like what he was explaining about, in South Africa, right? Yeah. Where they find the albinos and they kill them because in their mindset is a demon, so to speak. So, they go, is there going on?
And Cain went out from the presence of the Lord.
Yeah.
and dwelt in the land of Nod on the east of Eden.
Okay, that's it. Yeah, Genesis. Because the thing of it is, what you're going to find out now, the Bible speaks about reincarnation as well. Now, basically, we know based on, you know, spiritual common sense, we know that Esau was king. Okay, and Esau, he was the progenitor.
That's deep.
He was the progenitor of the white race. So
I've got a massive theory on the reincarnation.
okay. Go ahead.
Genesis 25 and 23.
Yeah, well, before you read that, because remember how you said, right, that certain people or certain so-called Europeans, they know that they come out of Cain. They do come out of Cain, because guess what? Cain is Esau.
And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, because they didn't have, because in Rebecca's womb, it wasn't just a multiple of different babies, no. It was the 2 sons that was going to set up their nation, okay, as a whole. So go ahead.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
And it says, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people. Now, when you look at the sons of Jacob, okay, which is what we have here, the so-called American Negroes, the so-called West Indian, so-called nations, all the way down. Okay, each time, okay, dealing with sports, we dominate the sports.
It's very true. Yeah,
Boxing.
genetically, it's not very true to say that.
Yeah.
It's actually genetically true. Yeah. It's stronger.
Yeah, and when you deal with the Mexicans too, they can run for many miles, man. I did a look.
And they're good boxers as well. Mexicans are very good boxers.
Very good.
Yeah.
And the West Indians are the fastest people on the planet.
Yeah. Well, you got your man Usain Bolt. Yeah. So read that again.
2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And one people shall be stronger than the other people.
And just to deal with that alone, because I mean, even back in the day, like in the mid-90s.
Is that the normal standard King James?
This is the original King James. This is his original.
And it's in that as well. That was the one that was changed by man above my man at school. Shakespeare.
No, really, the main reason why when you read certain scriptures and it says thou shalt not is because during that time, that's how they used to speak at that time. It was just old English.
Well, I hope Shakespeare actually write as well.
Nah, he didn't write that. What it was is King James.
Because rewrote it. Yeah, sorry, King James ordered Shakespeare to rewrite.
Nah, but it wasn't Shakespeare. What it was is
Look in my bag. It's got his Bible dictionary in there.
What he did was he found.
Yeah, but he's got his on.
Because when you deal with the Bible, right? The Bible, in order for you to understand the Bible, you have to deal with it from the Hebrew and the Greek. That's how the Bible was originally written. So they found all the scrolls or the papers, and basically they translated it into their language so that you can understand it. You know?
I'm going to read something for you here. The Bible, yeah?
Yeah, and as you're finding that, and this is why when you read the Old Testament, if you want to do research on a word, you have to go into the Hebrew in the Old Testament. In the New Testament, you have to go into the Greek, because that's how it was originally written. You see? Okay. You got someone now?
Yeah, I'm going to read the Bible, King James. This is right. This is King James version.
And King James was a black man too.
Right, and it says, when Elizabeth died in 1603, the crown passed to James I, who had been King of Scotland for 37 years as King James VI. Several months after he ascended the throne of England, he authorized a new translation of the Bible to replace the Bishop's Bible. 47 of the best Hebrew and Greek scholars of the day,
and they were all black men, because during that time at King James you had black kings that ruled Scotland, that ruled England in different parts, and Spain at the time. So in order for you to be a king in that time, your forefathers had to come to the tribe of Judah, or that royalty. It's
right onto that.
Yeah, you go. Because
Henry VIII was definitely white.
Yeah, Henry VIII, he's black man. He was one of us.
Henry VIII was a black man.
Yeah, he's a black man. Yeah.
See what they did, if you put on YouTube or Google when blacks ruled Europe, right? Yeah. You'll see a lot of websites and a lot of pictures. You'll see a black picture of King James. That's the original. But then when whites came back into power, when they put us in slavery, they repainted them as white people. You know, like how you got all these
But when
white...
did they do the switch though? Because obviously
Basically, when the slave trade
switch.
started,
And they switched and they just took...
they
They had to have dethroned the Black Kings at one stage.
that's right. Like, for example, King Charles,
What year was that?
in about the 1600s, you know, King Charles, the first of Ireland.
I'm going to give this brother this book. Now, this book here
That's an excellent book.
shows you. You can check it out if you want. This book shows you the different dark people that ruled Europe, which is really not seen.
Yeah, that's right. So a lot.
I knew there was black people in England around about that time as well. There's a picture. I seen a picture of a black trumpeter musician, and there was a